What's going on YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you how I set up my dime 146 scheme. This is my scheme. Other people might run it different, but this is how I like to run my plays. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Now, when you go to the dime formation, you have two different packages. You have the 236 Sam and you have the 146. Make sure you're in the 146. There's a huge difference. There's things you can do with the defensive linemen and the linebackers that you can't do out of the 236. So like I said, make sure you're in the 146. So let's go ahead and jump into that. The play that I like to come out in, it's my go-to play out of the 146 is the cover one robber, which you see right there on the screen is A. And then let's go ahead and jump into our audibles from there. You have cover two man, DB Sting, cover two sink, and cover three sky. Those are the audibles they give you off rip. And I like these three down here, but the cover two man, I'm gonna change that. Like I said, the cover one robber replaces cover two man for me. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this with cover four drop. So these will be my four. Cover three sky, you don't necessarily need the cover three sky. You can actually add something else in there for it. I just like to have, different coverages. You basically have a little bit of everything right here. You have the cover four, you have a man blitz, and you have cover two, and then you have a cover three. But like I said, I don't really use the cover three sky too much. So if you find a better play than this that fits you better, go ahead and add it into the audibles. So let's go ahead and jump into the practice field. Like I said, we're going to come out in the cover one robber. That's my go-to, and we'll show you how we set these plays up. All right, so the first adjustment you're going to want to make every time that you're coming out in the 146 is you're going to pinch your D-line and you're going to pinch your middle linebackers, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, everybody, you have five guys lined down. It's always going to look like that. I like this look because you can shoot the gaps with the safeties. From there, you're going to want to put this guy on a hook zone on a purple, and I like to bring him down right here to the outside. And then this other linebacker that's blitzing, I like to put him on a purple, and then I like to bring my safety down as well. And then I'll press my cornerbacks, and then I'll play over the top though. And then I'm also going to guess pass. And then from there, like I said, this play is designed to stop long third down plays, or second and long, or if they're going for it on a fourth down. This is the play I like to come out in. It does a good job of stopping deep cross routes, deep post routes down the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to user blitz. I'm going to let my zones do their thing because they're going to be there exactly where they need to be to stop certain, deep routes downfield. You don't need to bring this safety down as much. You can let him play a little bit deeper, especially if you know it's a third and long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to user blitz my defensive tackle. Like I showed y'all in the previous play, this is deadly. And like I told you, you don't need El Toro to get to the quarterback. You can easily get to the quarterback in a good amount of time. Will it be as fast as somebody like Aaron Donald? Probably not, but you will get there. So this is the setup. Let's go ahead and let the offense run the play. I know they got a deep post and a deep cross out there, and see how good the defense is against it. Now, I wish y'all could get the full effect of this play, but it sucks because I can't do coaching adjustments. Like I said before, EA, man, if y'all can please give us coaching adjustments in next gen, it'll help us out a bunch when we're trying to lab these plays out and, help people out by showing them on YouTube. So my purple zones, they're not going deep at all. They're going about 10 to 15 yards. I think on default, it's actually 10 yards, and that's not what I want. I want my purple zones like about right here and about right here. And that's going to help you stop deep crossing routes. Right here, like I said, you're not getting the full effect of the play. But look what happens. This is why it's so deadly, because I'm getting one-on-one with Campbell every single time because the way the defense is lined up. Look how many guys are blocking. There's three guys not doing anything. They're just there. And then it's just one-on-one with me in the center. The running back kind of messes up. He could have probably made the block. But even if the running back gets on Campbell, one quick move and I'm there. I have the deep safety in the middle of the field to help with any type of post routes, which that's what Marquise Brown is doing. You can see he's backing up. Jimmy Smith does a really good job of staying in front of him. The only thing that I think would get open in the middle of the field would probably be that crossing route. 83 right there, Sneed. Like I said, at the end of his route, my purple zone on the left side of the field will be exactly where he's going to go. My cornerback does a good job on Des Bryant on the 5 or the 10 and in right there. And it doesn't take me no time at all to get to the quarterback. Like I'm there, and like almost instant. Once the play action is done, not even a second later, I'm right there in his face. They're still developing their routes. I got help over the top in the middle. Now, like I said, this isn't designed to stop something quick like a zig route or a slant route in the middle of the field. You can do that, and I'll show you how to set up things to stop that if they keep trying to do that on you. But this is designed to stop deep crosses, deep posts. This is like, you know, you've seen them do the deep post out of a certain situation, a certain formation, and they try to go back to it. This play is designed to stop that. The deep post, the deep crossers, things like that. And it's very successful at it. So I just wanted to show you that's my main play to stop anything down, you know, deep, and I'm still able to get to the quarterback at a reasonable time. Let's go ahead and jump into a different play, and you can see how other plays work against other offenses. All right, so let's say that your opponent, you know, is going with a bunch of short routes, curl routes, flat routes, slant routes, things like that. Your best audible to guard those type of things was going to be your cover 2 sink. Audible to it, you're going to do the same thing, same adjustments. And honestly, this looks like man coverage. I like to bring my safeties up a little bit, bring my DBs down. This guy right here blitzing, put him on a quarterback spy. And then sometimes I like to put this guy on a middle third, and then I'll control the rest of the middle of the field with one of my cornerbacks. I prefer to be in front of the tight end because I can bump them. All right, there I messed up, but that's gonna be your job, just to guard like the tight end, anything coming across the field. And cover 2 does a really good job of that. So like I said, every time they start doing like short routes or things like that, audible down to the cover 2. Pinch your linebackers, bring your DBs up. You can keep this guy here, especially like if they're in the red zone or something like that. Normally in the red zone, I probably wouldn't run a 1-4-6. But I really like him to be on that middle third, just so you know, because cover 2 can get beat real easy in the middle like that. And like I said, just make sure you bring your safeties down just to have that extra help on run plays. And you have that option to play as Campbell, but me personally, I like to guard the middle of the field when I'm in cover 2. And I'll see if I can do it right here. But I like to bump the tight end when he comes into my zone. You know, just give him a little push, drain his energy a little bit, then start picking up whatever you can. Once again, I'm not worried about the flats, especially if I'm up. You know, I'm going to let them have that all day. So we'll run it one more time. As you can see, though, that's what makes the scheme so good, is that everything looks the same. The blitz looks the same. The cover 3 looks the same. Man coverage look the same. Your linemen line down the exact same. You always will get one-on-one with Campbell, and that's the good thing about it. So, you know, when he's fresh, he has all his bars lit up. Go ahead and hit that blitz with them. We'll see if we can do it right here. I like to keep that quarterback spot, especially if they got a running quarterback like Lamar Jackson. But you can see right there, got through the line one-on-one. He threw up a prayer. He got it off. But you can see this is a good play to lock up short routes. So that's what you'll do on cover 2. All right, now we're going to go ahead and run the blitz. This is probably my favorite one to actually run. You know, you can get to the quarterback, get those picks, those lurker picks. Hey, those just feel the best right there. So go ahead and audible down the DB sting. You're going to set it up the same way. Pinch the D-line, pinch the linebackers. Bring down the DBs, play over the top, guess pass. And then really you have options right here. I like to bring this guy a little bit closer. This guy's in a pretty good position. And then you can play one of these guys. You can play Judon. You can play just anybody on the line, honestly. You can pick somebody to user. And you're going to go ahead and bluff blitz and then drop back into coverage. And you can see he had to make a throw he didn't want to make. Now, the issue with this play is the running back will get open sometimes because we don't have anybody guarding him. But there's a couple things you can do, especially if they're in a play like this where there's really nobody on the left side to help, you know, pass rush. Go ahead and get this most outside guy right here and go ahead and man him up and then man him up on the running back. And then you can still bluff blitz with this guy right here. And you're going to get the same effect. That guy on the left side should still get in because, you know, you still got a lot of blitzers. You can see he still got in. Let's go ahead and jump into the replay on that. You can see that he still gets in. Mainly because, you know, we're overloading on both sides of the ball. You know, they're favoring the right because they got the 2 tight ends, the running back. They both go out for routes. So, you know, there's really no help blocking. Even if they did block those 2 tight ends, because I'm so outside of the left tackle, I'm going to still probably be able to get on the outside of them with a good speed rush. And like I said, I bluff blitz, so I take that right guard a little bit. You see how he comes towards me right there, and then I drop back, and then I help get that tight end. He looks like he's about to get open a little bit. I would have been able to pick that up. The running back, I don't know what the running back was doing. I guess he's probably on a delayed route. But just in case, we got a cornerback right there guarding the running back. And that's the good thing about this play. On the outside, they're cornerbacks, so they're either going to get in quick, or you can either man them up with a running back. So you'll still have full man coverage. And that's another good thing about this play. Since you're overloaded on both sides, you know, they're going to have to pick and choose which side are they going to try to stop you coming from that side to the right side or from the left side. And that's, like I said, that's what's so great about it. If they don't have a lot of help on the left side, come in on the left side. If they don't have a lot of help on the right side, come in on the right side. And, you know, like I said, you can just make sure you pick up the running back if you need to and get to the quarterback real quick. Obviously, he's just throwing this ball up. A solid play. I like this blitz, man. It really does create problems. I'll just mix this in there. Like I'll do it on random plays, maybe a second down, even sometimes a first down. I'll just throw it at him in the very beginning of the play or very beginning of the game, and then that'll keep him guessing. So next time you line up like this, he's gonna be like, okay, he's doing a blitz, and then you like audible to a cover 2 or a cover 3, and it just completely throws him off, and he might make a mistake. And all right, so let's go ahead and talk about the cover 4 drop. The times I like to run the cover 4 drop is when I'm just trying to let them chew clock, let the quarterback sit in the pocket. I don't send anybody. I put everybody in coverage. So what I'm going to do, put my DNs on flats, put my defensive tackle on a quarterback spy. So it's going to look like this. You don't even need to set up your defense the way you would with all the other plays. We're not trying to fool them right here. We really just want him to sit in the clock. We're going to try to shut down everything we can. This is the times where it's, you know, it's second quarter. There's, you know, so much time on the clock, and they have to do some type of plays downfield. And, you know, we're picking up anything short as well. That's why we're putting these guys on flats. We don't want the running back getting a little short, quick pass and turn it into something big. So we got our flats there. At this point, I'm going to run my flats at 0, and I'll have my purple like around 25 to 30. So basically everything will be picked up on the sidelines. It's up to my 2 linebackers to be picking up in the middle. I'll probably have them at like 10 to 15. Because like I said, what we're doing here is we're just letting him, you know, sit in the pocket. He's got all day. Let him have all day. That's what we want. We want him to get outside the pocket, get tackled, have to use a timeout. That's the whole point of this defense. We're not trying to stop the run. If he wants to run, he can run all day. Like I said, this is where it's either second quarter or fourth quarter, and he needs to get downfield. He needs those deep passes downfield, and you want him to sit in that pocket and waste as much clock as possible. That's when you're going to run the cover 4. All right, so that's basically the scheme. Like I said, for the most part, I'm going to come out in this cover 1 robber. Honestly, a lot of people have trouble going against it when you set it up the right way. When you put your purple zones out there, and then you set up the line and the linebackers the way you're supposed to. This guy normally would come down here, but I was on him, so he didn't move. Bring your safety down, bring your DBs down, play over the top, guest pass. A lot of people have trouble playing against this. And let's say that they're doing more short, like slant routes instead of actual like crossing routes or corner routes. Put your purple zones at about 10. That'll stop the slant routes, and basically, you know, you'll mess with the middle of the field right here with this safety. And there's actually times where I bluff blitz with the defensive tackle, and I drop back and I help just the middle of the zone, like just to give the opponent something to worry about. But honestly, this play alone, people have hell going against, because you're taking away, you know, all their deep routes. You can't, because you have your purples at 30, you're basically almost in a blue zone. So this is my go-to. This is the scheme, though. You know, you have your cover 4 drop. Like I said, you do this when, you know, there's not that much clock on the left, there's not that much time on the clock left, and you know they're trying to get deep. You want to play max coverage. You're going to shut down the flats. You're going to shut down, you know, the corner routes. Everything is going to be shut down, and you're basically just letting the quarterback sit in the pocket, and he's going to make a mistake. He might get out the pocket, and you're going to send your quarterback spy. You'll get a sack. So that's what that's for. And like I said, the cover 2 sink, you know, they keep doing short passes on you. You know, it's going to shut down flat routes, slant routes, zig routes, anything like that. So, you know, that's a good thing to have. And then I know I didn't talk about cover 3. I don't normally even use the cover 3. If anything, it's going to be the cover 2 sink with the linebacker in the mid-third. but it's good to have just to throw something different. If you don't like the cover 3 or you don't like the cover 2, you can definitely add something. Just find a different play out of the 1-4-6 that you like and try that. You can add that to the scheme. And that's basically the 1-4-6 scheme. I guarantee you, once you get the hang of it, because it's going to take time to practice. You can't just go in and start playing games and try to act like you know how to audible to all these plays and understand why you are audibling to that play. But once you get the hang of it and you understand how your opponent's playing, I guarantee you this will change, how you how you defend the pass. I love this game. Like I said, when I'm trying hard, the dime 1-4-6 is probably one of my favorite schemes to go to. Definitely give it a try. Let me know how it works for you if you are going to try it out. If this is something you like, me talking about a specific scheme, let me know in the comments down below and we get that going. With all that being said, though, man, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everything. Let's get it.